Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Write a Song Together. And this is the 12th episode. And we started writing a song last week. And I'm really excited to continue it because I don't know, it was just so inspiring last week to see everybody just come with these amazing lyrics. And not that you guys always don't come with amazing lyrics, you really do, but there was something special about last week where just everyone was so inspired. I was into the stream for about an hour and I was getting super tired, and we had finished the first verse and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm getting tired. I'm hungry because I wait to eat before these streams because if you guys don't know, if you eat right before you sing, it's not the best thing. Your body's doing too many things at once. So I always wait. And it just was so magical that everyone was like, no, stay, we're on something good, we're on to something good. So I did, I stayed, and we wrote this whole second verse, which was phenomenal, like really, really cool. And I was like, wow, maybe this should be the first verse and we should just start the whole story over. Either way, I'm going to play you both of our versions, like our verse 1 and verse 2. And that's all we have so far as a verse. And hey, Milana, I'm just going to scroll and look at some of these comments because I see them coming in. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to get going. But hey, Milana, I love Milana. She's my bestie. We go live on Thursdays together. Hi, I love your shirt and your energy. You're such an amazing person. But that's all. Oh, thank you. I actually just got this shirt the other day. I wanted some more spring tops because I was like, I'm like into this floral thing lately, and I like kind of went through all my tops already, and I was like, oh man, like I want to repeat. Not that I don't know. It's fine. I'll repeat, but I don't know. I was just ready for some new tops, so I just got it. I went to Marshall's, and I got a few new tops. This is one of them. Scrolling. Hi. Hi, Ella. I see Ella joins me. I'm so excited. Ella's in here as well. Well, your live is worth it when I wake up at 2 a.m. to watch it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining me that late. I really, truly do appreciate it that you're in here with me and hanging out. So do you guys want to hear the first and second verse? Because that's all we did, but I'm telling you, it's really cool. It's really cool. I like it. Yeah, let me just. All right. Just need to make an adjustment on my computer. All right. Well, since we are ready, let me just play you this song so far. There's no title to this yet. Like, we don't even have an idea of what the title will be yet. But yeah, okay, I got some play it's. Okay, here we go. Let me flip my page because I do not have all these lyrics memorized. So I'm going to play you the first verse that we have because we might be able to use some of these first verse lyrics to judge everything and change it and go in a different direction. So let's do it. I was walking down the street until I saw that star. I stopped instead and looked into the air in the dark. I didn't know it would take this long to get where you are. And I'm not sad at all, just happy to be where you are. That's verse 1. So we don't have like anything connecting to get to the second verse, but here, I'll go into the second verse, which the second verse is what I'm thinking should be the first verse, and then we should rewrite the second verse. Let me know if you feel the same way. So that was first verse 1, and here's the second verse, which I'm kind of feeling at the moment should be the first verse. So let's just get into it. Saw you through names on the glass, circle them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Yeah. So that is, that's the second verse, which I almost feel like could be the first verse. And then we could judge that original first verse to be the second verse and kind of go with the storyline. What are you guys thinking after hearing it? I can play it again for you as well. I'm just going to scroll through some of the comments here. This chat is live tonight. Yay! Good morning. Good morning. And also in this live stream, for those of you who are new and tuning in, you can send in so many, like any lyric ideas you have for the song, any of that, I definitely appreciate and I love, and that's the whole point of this, that we write the songs together because it's so much fun. So if you have any ideas, definitely leave some comments and let me know in the comments what you think. All right, cool. Just scrolling to get to the, I like it. Yay. Okay. I'm glad I like this idea. Sophia likes this idea. Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is what we had for the first verse before. So that was, I was walking down the street until I saw that star. I stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I didn't know it would take this long to get where you are. And I'm not sad at all, just happy to be where you are. The where you are, I didn't notice that last time, but we have that twice. That's not good. So we're going to switch that. So that was the original first verse. Now this is the second verse, which I actually think should be the first verse because it kind of tells the story. This one says, I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. So I think we should take those lyrics from the first verse and maybe translate them if they do fit. We could also take brand new lyrics as well. But let me play the second verse as the first verse, and then because if we kind of like, I feel like this lyric here, I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. That could almost go in an actual second verse instead of being in the first verse. I stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. That could be something that when we were walking to the car. I think that lyric works in a second verse. So let me just play you the second verse as the first verse, and then we could start writing some ideas down. So we have, I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. We wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you and you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Okay, so that was verse 2 as verse 1. So then if we go, maybe, so we have to continue this story. So I was thinking, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Good morning to everybody who it's morning for. It is nighttime for me here in New Jersey in the United States. You are amazing. Thank you. Great idea. Yay, Justin's in here too. He's amazing. Needs a break after that. It's 7 on Sunday says it needs a break after that. Definitely. We're definitely going to, like, after, like a pre-chorus. Exactly. We definitely are going to go into a pre-chorus. I think we should probably maybe write the second verse, or do you think we should try to go into a pre-chorus first? Because what I was thinking for like a pre-chorus idea, I was thinking, I was thinking we could kind of write this so the second verse. So I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Then we could say, and you took my hand and walked me back to your car. So first pre sets us up for the chorus. Yes, exactly. Maybe, I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Maybe I didn't think I could fall so hard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Like, I don't know, something about like, so if like you go over someone's house, you'd see like baby pictures or like, I don't know, like stuff like that. Like, I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Like something like pictures on the refrigerator. I don't know. I can't. What do you guys think? Let me see. I'm gonna play it. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Dancing around the room in the something like down the shore. For the end of the verse, the closer. For the end of the verse, the closer is a great line. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. That's a good closing line for the verse. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We danced around the room. We danced around the room. When I saw how dorky you really are. That's cute. We danced around the room. I don't know. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We danced around the room. And what kind of light? In the hallway light? Like what kind of, we danced around the room in the moonlight? Well, you wouldn't be in the moonlight if you're... Didn't think that I could fall so hard. Oh, son. Didn't think that I could fall so hard. Danced around the room, da 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 da. We danced around the room. We danced around the room. Let's see if anyone. What was the first verse again? Something about the stars. Yeah, the first verse had stars, but I thought we were gonna flip flop verse 2 for verse 1. but like zhuzh it to make it kind of go with the verse 2, because verse 2 kind of sounded like a verse 1 to me. The original verse 1 was I'm scrolling. The original verse 1, oh, till we danced all night in your mom's backyard. That's cute too. We danced around the room and we danced around in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We danced around the town and then in your backyard. We danced around the town and then in your backyard. Didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town and danced in your backyard. Did we like that? We drove around your town and danced in your backyard. We drove around. Yeah, because then we kept tying the stars. We drove around I just got really excited around your town and danced in the backyard. What do we think about that? I'm scrolling. Right. Is there anything in the first verse we can use? Yeah, I think there is going to be something in the first verse we can use now. Let me go back. We danced under the starlight in this starry night. Yes, exactly. Now there's going to be the stars. So we have from the first verse, I stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I feel like that line can come in now. We danced through the night in your backyard. Yeah, I like that line too. I can't breathe with all this crazy thoughts. Let's find. So we have, let me see. Let me try to play all that. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Drove around your town and danced in the backyard. I stopped. I don't know if that really works. I stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I was walking down the street until I saw that star. So we have, I didn't think I could fall so hard. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. You stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. We could say you stopped, remove backyard. I'm reading the comments. Yeah. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard in the moonlight. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Unless we change the order of this, we drove around your town and danced in the backyard. You stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I'm not sad at all, just happy to be where you are. I didn't think I could fall so hard. What do we think about that? So I have, you drove around your town. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. You stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. We have to say something about a star, though, I think. Stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I'm not sad at all, just happy to be where you are. I didn't think I could fall so hard. That kind of works. What are we thinking? Let me try that with the guitar. We drove around around your town and dance in the backyard. You stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. Didn't think I could. I didn't think I could. I don't know. Not sold. Not sold. The star in the sky shine bright. Yes. That is a good lyric. Just scrolling through, seeing if there's any lyrics in here for the song. Your song is bomb, literally obsessed with you. Thank you, Kira. You're so cute. In Dad's car instead. We want to drive in someone's dad's car? Is that what we want? We don't want like a I don't know, established boy? Let me see. Okay. What are we thinking? We still need light because I see you by the. We need no light because I see you by the moonlight. Oh, that's nice. Felt you close and yet we seem worlds apart. Didn't think. Felt so close yet we seem worlds apart. Didn't think I could fall so hard. I like that too. I didn't think I could be where you are. Okay. Let's see. This reminds me of one of the Disney songs. I just can't remember it yet. Hey, that's good. I didn't think we would come this far. Yeah, we had a line like that too in here. So we have. Do we want to? Should we start with "We drove around your town and danced in the backyard"? Because we have. This is the end of verse 1. This is verse 1. I'll read it. I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names in the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Then, if we're going to continue the story, we drove around your town and danced. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. You stopped and stared and looked. You stopped and stared. We could say I have you stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. We could say you stopped and stared and looked into the stars in the dark, or into my eyes in the dark. Hi, Becky. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. Someone said something about moonlight. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. Stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. We stopped and stared and looked into this sky in the dark. We stopped and stared and looked into the stars and stopped and stared and looked up at the stars in the dark. Do we like that? We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked in. We stopped and stared and looked into the stars. Looked up at the stars in the dark. Let me see if we like that better. Scrolling through. Do we like that line better? These lyrics are so good. How do you all think of these things? Huh? Everyone is so good at writing lyrics. Like, it's just amazing when you guys like submit lyrics. It's just like, I'm like, one is so good after the other, and I don't know which one to choose. Okay, great. Can you sing it once? Yes, I absolutely looked up at the starlit sky. Ooh, I really like that. Don't you think you're putting a lot of moonlight in your songs? Yeah, too much moonlight is right. Ella, she's so funny. She's right. Um, Looked up at the starlit sky. Um, we stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit, into the starlit sky. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Or we stopped and stared and looked up at the stars in the dark. There's that too. You guys tell me which one you like better. Yeah, I like the starlight part. Yeah, I think that part is nice too. So let's try that. I'm just trying to zhuzh it because we're taking verse 1 and flipping it to the other side, if that makes sense. Let me try. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked into the starlit sky. I like that. We stopped and stared and looked. So we drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Now we just need to figure out the last two lines. So I'm going to write these down here. So we have them. We drove around your town. And if you guys think of any other lines or like want to zhuzh a lyric, you could write it in the comments too. Like, always open to things being changed around. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. And danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Let's see. We got here. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me to cloud 9. Ooh, that's really cute. Looking at your profile every day. Thank you. Hello. Are you enjoying today from the California Bay Area? Yes, I am loving today. Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week. Okay, let's try this again. So here we go. Because sometimes playing the song, or at least the second verse through, will zhuzh like a little bit of like, we'll just get the brain flowing. So let's just get the brain flowing. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Then other lyrics we had were, I didn't know it would take this long to get where you are. I'm not sad at all, just happy to be where you are. Or I didn't think that I could fall so hard. That could also be the last lyric. So if we did, um, we drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Da 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 da. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. So I don't know if we could end with that. But we still need one lyric. We're missing one. I'm trying to think here. Let me know if you have any ideas for some of these lyrics. So I'm going to read you verse 1 to verse 2 because I kind of wanted to connect like it's a storybook almost. So this is verse 1. I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Then we have a blank space. I feel like we need more about what they were doing there. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. We felt the chill of the air, wondered why I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Ooh, that's cool. We felt can you try mine? Yeah, Ella, resend that in. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Or you said one about Cloud 9. Can you just retype that in for me? We felt the chill of the air and wondered why we didn't think that. I'm going to write, we felt the chill of the air here. We felt the chill of the air. Cloud 9. I'm trying to find that line. Ella. Something about Cloud 9. I meant to write that down. I don't know why I didn't. You just send me that line again, Ella, if you can. Oh, just take my hand, darling, and fly me to Cloud 9. I like that. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me to Cloud 9. Just take my just take my hand, darling. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me to Cloud 9. And fly me to Cloud 9. Okay, so we drove around your town and danced in the backyard. We stopped and stared and looked into the starlit sky. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me to Cloud 9. And then I didn't think I could fall, so I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Okay. We drove around your town. Unless we start with I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around your town and danced in your backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Just take my hand. Just take my hand and fly me to. Just take, or it would have to be, just take my hand, darling, and fly me to cloud 9. We just have to put that lyric in a different spot in the longer spots. What? Oop, what did I do? There we go. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me up to cloud 9. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me up to cloud 9. We got to figure out where that goes. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around your town and danced in your backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me up to cloud 9. I feel like there's one line that I don't like. I think we stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. I like looked up into the starlit sky. I don't know if we liked we stopped and stared. Do we like that? I'm trying to think of the order though. So we have, let me try with the guitar. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around your town and danced in your backyard. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me to cloud 9. Do we like that? I feel like we have something missing, but I'm not sure. You'll be so high. I feel like something is still missing though. That's how I feel, Ella. I feel the same way. I feel like we need like something, because right now we're kind of like like I feel like we need something that's more literal, if that makes sense. So we drove around your town and like something more like we drove around your town and danced in your backyard. Maybe it's the we stopped and stared. Maybe it's I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You said just take my hand, darling, and just take my hand, darling, I'll fly you up to cloud 9. Maybe if the key says take your hand. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You said just take my hand, darling, I'll fly. Oh, but wait. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. So in the first verse, he already took her hand to go back to the car. Bobby says, what are you children's up to? We are working on verse 2 because we officially changed the smoky room bar to verse 1. So let me play you what we have for verse 2 because we feel like something's missing. Or let me play verse 1 into verse 2. I'll play verse 1 and then I'll play verse 2 what we have. But we feel like something's missing. Something needs to change in the lyric, but I'll play it for you. I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Okay, so that's our new verse 1. Our verse 2, what we have right now is this. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around your town and danced in your backyard. We stopped instead and looked up into the starlit sky. Just take my hand, darling, and fly me up to cloud 9. So I feel like there's something that comes weird in with the 2 we's. Like, we drove around your town and danced in your backyard, and then we stopped and stared and looked into the air in the dark. I feel like something there needs to change. Thank you so much for It's Splashy Fashion for buying a badge. That means the world to me and helps me record all these songs. Because I'm going to have a lot to record now. Oh, I don't know what happened. I clicked something. No. Okay, here we go. What's missing? Maybe less logic, more heart. Like, just go with the flow. I agree. We need some more heart. Maybe try, we stared at the starry sky in the dark. Let me see. We drove around your town and danced in your backyard. We stared at the starry sky in the dark. Really, it's so beautiful and adorable, very classic. Oh, thank you. I didn't feel this love until you showed up in my life. Fierce and strong, that is you. Oh, thank you. I'm scrolling down back to the beginning of the comments. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just trying to see. We're just missing something. It's like one, like, you know what I think? It's like the first verse is I. It's the first verse line starts with I. Oh, I left you a long note. I'm at work right now. What are you feeling right now? Go with your feelings. So we started I, then you, then you. Like, on the first verse, it's I. The first line starts with I. The second line starts with you. The third line starts with I, and the second line starts with you. Maybe if it's like, I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We danced around your town. We drove around your town and danced in the backyard. I something, 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 something. And then, I don't know. Or we drove around your town and danced in your backyard. You said, just take my hand. Ah! Let me try this again. But be patient. Everything will come to you. Thank you. It sounds so beautiful and deep. Thank you. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. So we drove around your town and danced in your backyard. Unless I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We danced under the stars in your backyard. We drove around your town. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Yeah, and then where will we go? We dance. So instead of we drove around your town and danced in your backyard, I was thinking drove because I was trying to tie the first verse to the second verse because the last line was you took my hand and walked me back to your car. Um, we, but I like how that sounds better, I think. Can you hide me in your heart for the rest of our life? That's a pretty, let me see. We danced under the stars in your backyard. We did. Do we like that better? We danced under the stars in your backyard. Was although scared before, you tried really hard. We danced under the stars in your backyard. We drove around, then danced under the stars. So I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town and danced. We drove around your town, then danced under the stars. We drove around your town, then danced under. We drove around your town, then we drove down your street. Didn't have to go far. Stars may be too far. Ooh, they're going fast. Stars may be far, but you are so close. You are my shining star. We danced alone under the starry sky. We drove down the street, didn't have to go far. We drove around the town, then danced under the stars. I like how that sounds. The street didn't have to go far. I like that. Someone said we didn't have to go too far after we drove down the town. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. There's a lot of beautiful lyrics here. I am confused. I know, Ella. Okay. I think there's the street lyric. We drove down the street and didn't have to go too far. We drove down the street. We drove down the street. We drove down the street. Didn't go too far. We drove down the street. We drove around the town. Didn't go too far. We drove around the town. Didn't go too far. We drove around the town. Didn't go too far. And then we have something about the stars. We drove around. Or you drove around the town, didn't go too far. Because I slammed on the brakes because we went too far. Ooh. You drove around the town. You drove around the town, didn't go too far. And then there was the star lyric. Please go. Let me see. I'm trying to scroll to the star lyric, guys. Or you can comment it down below if you remember it. Someone said we didn't have to go too far after we drove down the town. We drove down the street, didn't go too far. So do we like street or around the town? We drove around the town, didn't go too far. We drove down the street, didn't go too far. Comment if you like street or around the town better. And then, where's the other one? A dance under the stars. There, where's the, the star lyric. We danced under the stars in your backyard. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Okay, so we have you drove around the town, didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Then we danced. You drove around the town. We didn't go. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. We stopped instead and looked up into the starlit sky. I don't know. Town is better. Okay. Around the town. Okay. We danced under the stars in your. Okay. I looked at the stars and they were so far. I felt up close. You stopped short. Yeah, I know that's what I was laughing at. It slammed the brakes and stopped short. I mean it's kind of cute though. Scrolling. Okay. We danced under the stars with no music on. Oh, that's cute. You drove around the you drove around the town. We didn't go too far. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. We danced under the stars with no music on. With no music on. I kind of like that. We danced under the stars with no music on. Or we danced under the stars in your backyard with no music on. So you drove around the town. We didn't go too far. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. Let me see if you go with the sky lyric. You got on one knee and asked if you'll be mine. Oh, that's so cute. We dance under the stars with no music on. You got on one knee and asked if you'd be mine. You drove around the town, we didn't go too far. Unless we start with this lyric, I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars with no music on. And I'm not sad, just happy. And I'm not sad at all, happy to be where you are. Do we like that? What do you guys think of this? I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars with no music on. I'm not sad at all, I'm not sad at all, happy to be where you are. What do we think? Try using the starlight lyric. There's also this lyric too, in your backyard. Let me try it. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We stopped instead and looked up into the starlit sky. We danced under the stars with no music on. So that was an option. So that was, I didn't think I could fall so hard. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. We stopped and stared and looked up into the starlit sky. We danced under the stars with no music on. Or we could do this. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars with no music on. Just take my hand and fly me to cloud nine. The song definitely needs more chords. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're just working on the verse right now, for sure. We're definitely gonna add some more. Right now, it's like just D major and D sus. What are we thinking? We kept dancing till the night was gone. I like that lyric too. I'm just reading some of these comments here. Trying to think. So we have, you drove around the town. We didn't go too far. Oh no. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Oh, maybe I didn't think I could fall so hard. You drove around the town. We didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Um, just take my hand, darling, fly me to cloud nine. Let's see. Um, but I'm not sad, just happy to be here. But I'm not. But I'm not sad, just happy to be here. Oh, or that. So, or we could do that. We could do. I didn't think I could fall so hard. You drove around the town. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. Um, we danced under the stars in your backyard. Um, we danced under the stars in your backyard. Um, and I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. Or, and I'm something, and I'm not. Use backyard in the second verse. Okay, I'll try backyard instead. So we have, let's try this. Ah, that's redundant. Yet the I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Just take my hand and fly me to cloud nine. Or there's this option. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Oh, more. And I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. And I'm not, to that star. To that star. I have you drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced under the star. Oh wait, no. First lyric. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. And I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. I like that line, just happy to be where you are, But I don't know if I like the word sad. But I'm trying to think of like another word that kind of means like, what's a word for it? Like you're not expecting anything, like not like, and I'm not like you're not expecting much. You're just happy to be where they are. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to say, but in one word. I can't take my hand and fly me to that star. In the silence of the night, I heard his heart beat so fast. That's a nice lyric. I didn't think that I would fall so hard is the third verse. To that star. That's a good idea too. Just take my hand and fly me to that star. There's that option too. Just take my hand. Or I don't know why I just like that. It's just happy to be where you are. And I'm not expecting. I'm gonna look this up on Google. Hi, Bobby. Thanks so much for helping us out. Not expecting. Ooh, not expecting much. Um. And I'm not. Uh, um. And I'm not expect. Synonyms. Synonyms for expecting. Expecting. Hey, Becky, thanks for coming back. We're looking for a synonym for expecting. Like, we're not expecting much. Enter a sentence. I'm not expecting much. Hoping. We have not hoping. And I'm not sad. And I'm not expecting much. Happy to be where you are. I don't know. So there's, and I'm not expecting much. I'm not expecting much. Happy to be where you are. No, we don't like that. Yes, no, let me know. We have I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town but didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I'm not expecting much. Happy to be where you are. Or we have just take my hand and fly me to that star. I don't know. I do not know which one I like better. Oh, and thank you so much to Harakai M for buying a badge too. I missed it, but I see the notification here now. Thank you so much. Um, hmm. All right, let's see. Okay, let me play the first verse into the second verse, and then I might just leave those two lyrics, those two last lines as an option, and go from there. I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Then you drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. No music on, just happy to be where you are. I don't know. Our destiny is uncertain. I'm happy to be where we are. Yeah, something like that. Um, destiny. And destiny is uncertain. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Got to go. Hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you so much for tuning in. That means the world to me. Let me see. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. And I'm not expecting it. And I'm not expecting, that sounds like. I'm uncertain. And I'm uncertain but happy. And I'm uncertain but happy to be where you are. That's so cute. Drove around. Sorry. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Nothing's for sure, I'm just happy to be where you are. Or nothing's for sure, I'm just happy. Or I just like that, just happy to be where you are. I just feel like that. I'm uncertain but happy to be. Because I don't want to think like when we say uncertain, like that they're uncertain about the person. That's the only thing with uncertain. I'm not expecting much, happy to be where you are. Or we could do the just take my hand, darling, and fly me to cloud 9, or fly me to that star. Let's try that line. I know, it's hard to make it sound right. Yeah, I thought there would be a better word that could kind of fill that in, but I think that this just take my hand, darling, and fly me to cloud 9 is going to be the better lyric there. Life is uncertain. So life is uncertain. Life is uncertain. Just how what are we saying yes to, Mary? The uncertain is what the future holds, but I'm happy to be where you are. Yeah, it's just that we don't even have that many syllables. Because this was the original. And I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. And I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. Was the original lyric, which I like, but I don't know if I like sad. I mean, I could try it with that original lyric, sad, or we can try that just take my hand, darling, and fly me to cloud 9 lyric, too. Let's try. I'm going to try to play both. We need a different word. Yeah, it's the word sad does not work. I can't believe it. And I can't. Um, uh, I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Just take my hand and fly me up to that star. I'm a little stuck. You fell hard after you danced in the backyard. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced on those stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You took my hand and flew me up to that star. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. And I'm not sad, just happy to be where you are. I can't believe that we made it so far. I like just happy to be where you are. I just think that part sounds so nice. It's just the lyric. Da 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 da. It's those first 4 words. Da 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 da. I don't know. And I'm not. And I'm not what? And I'm not. I'm not. And I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. Or, no, I didn't think that I could fall so hard. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Um, um, just take me away. Um, just happy to be where you are. Um, change 1 to 4. Okay, so I'll try that order then. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. You drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Um, and I'm not sad at all, just happy to be where you are. I didn't think I could fall so hard. I'm not scared. Ooh, I like scared. And I'm not scared at all. And I'm not scared. I think I like scared. Um, got to go to work. Good luck with it. Thank you for tuning in, Mary. I'm not letting you go no matter how far apart we are. The last thing, let me scroll down. Boom, that's an ad lib. So we have, you drove around the town, but we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I'm not scared at all, just happy to be where you are. I didn't think I could fall so hard. Do we like that? Let's try that. That's an ad lib. That extra is an ad lib. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean? Let me try. Drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Oh, I gotta go here after. Wait, hold on. Let me try this again. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I'm not scared at all, happy to be where you are. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. Okay, so that's one way we can order it. Or there's this other way, which would be this way. Hold on. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. What do we think? Sure, I can do it a cappella. Just so you guys know, I've only been playing guitar for like 2 months, so I just kind of do it so I have the chords. But here's the 2 options. I'm gonna sing a cappella for you guys. Um, um, okay. Sorry, the lyrics are like all over my page here. Try using I don't regret it. Just happy to be where you are. That's a cute idea as well. I have you drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. Oh, I didn't think that. Let me try that again. You drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I'm not scared at all, happy to be where you are. I didn't think that I could. I think that I didn't think that I could fall so hard should be line 3, not line 4. Just saying. Let me see. You drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. And I'm not scared at all, happy to be where you are. Why are you scared? Scared, because like if you fall in love, sometimes that's scary. Commitment can be scary. Love is scary sometimes because, yeah. Everyone has such great ideas. Yes. We could also say. So I think that that line should be line 3 if we're gonna change it from line 1, though. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. I think should be line 3. Something is missing, but I'm not able to point it out. Yeah. Sing what you mean. All right. This is what I'm thinking. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. But I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. But I'm not scared, just happy to be with where you are. Like, I'm thinking if you. I didn't think that I could fall so hard, but I'm not scared. Like you fell really hard. Sometimes when you fall in love that much, you could get scared. But I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. Like you're not scared to dive in. That's good. Yeah. Nice song. I kind of think that's kind of um yeah. I think that's sounding good. Let me sing that for you guys again. Um so this would be line 1, so line 2, line 3, line 4. Just so I have it in my thing. Excuse me. I need some needed. Um We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall this hard. But I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. Try the idea you just said. Is that, I think I just sang the idea that I just said. I think that makes sense. So it's like you drove around the town, but you drove around the town. We didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall this hard, but I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. That makes sense to me, I think. I think I like that. What do you guys think? I like that second line. We danced under the stars in your backyard. Yeah, I like that line too. I like it. Okay, we're getting I like go with it. Okay. All right, I'm going to try with the guitar now. I know some people are not going to like that, but I'm going to do it. No. Sorry. Very sorry. Ooh, it's shaking the camera. I want to do verse 1, and then verse 2 with guitar. And not all these songs are going to be necessarily on the guitar. Like I want to have them produced and stuff. And then probably maybe stripped it down to be different. Hold up. What am I holding up for? Okay, I'm going to go. I saw you through the window of that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Verse 1. That was verse 1. Then, of course, we have to write a pre-chorus and a chorus. That hasn't happened yet. This is verse 2. We drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. What do we think? What do we think of that? Magic Mike says the rhythm is so good. Thank you. I think we have a bit of a riff about the. Some people like the rhythm, some people do not. It's okay though. Yay, love it. Do it a cappella. Okay, I'll do it a cappella now. Hold up, you have 8 lines. Where's the chorus? We don't have a chorus yet. This is just the first 2 verses. We started writing this song last week on live. And we had a whole different first verse, and then the first verse, the first verse right now was actually the second verse, but the other first verse didn't really go. We still use some of those lines, but not many of them actually, to make the second verse fit better. And then next week, at 8 p.m. EST, I do this live stream every week. We write songs together every week. We can try to write a chorus or pre-chorus too. So every week we just keep adding to the song. So sorry if that was confusing. But yeah, we need a chorus and a bridge. Yeah, and a pre-chorus, I think, too. There's a spider behind me on the wall. I hope not. So yeah, make sure you guys join me next week too, so we can like finish up the song together. I really like when like, because I know a lot of people who were in the live last week tuned in, but there was also some new people as well. So if you are new today and we're like sending in a lot of lyrics, definitely come next Tuesday too, because it's really, really fun seeing everybody write together over the course of this song. It's really fun. Okay, I'm gonna do it a cappella now, and then I am actually my voice is getting a little tired. Love it. You're not getting tired. Yeah, actually, my voice is getting a little tired, and I have to eat. But let me. I'm gonna do the whole thing a cappella now. Sip the wine. I love wine, by the way, guys. I saw you through the window, that smoky bar. You wrote our names on the glass, circled them with a heart. I fell in love with you when you played that guitar. You took my hand and walked me back to your car. Verse 2. You drove around the town, we didn't go too far. We danced under the stars in your backyard. I didn't think that I could fall so hard. But I'm not scared, just happy to be where you are. What do we think? That was the a cappella version. Now chorus. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So now we need a pre-chorus, we need a pre-chorus, a chorus, and a bridge. So 3 more parts of the song, and we will definitely finish those up next week. Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. Join me for my live stream. I love this so much every Tuesday. And I love writing. The chorus is easy. Yeah, the chorus tends to be a little easier than the verses. So that's good. We have like a big chunk of it done because the verses tend to be wordier. So once we get like a vibe and some chords, it's just gonna come together like magic. It's funny though because it's still an untitled song. The chorus is what the song is about. Yeah, exactly. So like right now, obviously we're talking about love, but we just kind of get a little more specific on what lane we're gonna go towards, and then kind of make that more generalized. I think a more general thing, and then this is the storyline. So I'm so excited. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means the world to me that you guys tune in every week. And I do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST, which is my songwriting live stream. I also have a live stream on Thursdays at 7 p.m. EST, which is my best friend and I, and we just chat about life and just kind of what's going on in general. It's not a songwriting one, but occasionally I will pull out my guitar if I get enough requests to play one of the songs or something. But it's not like a songwriting live stream normally, but totally open to ask me those questions. But then Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST, it's always a songwriting live stream, and I'm really excited about this song. I think this is going to be great. I was thinking about this live stream all week, so I'm excited. I'm so excited for you too. You're doing amazing with the guitar too. Thank you. I'm trying really, really hard with the guitar, but you know, like anything, it's going to take time. It's going to take practice. And I'm just going to have to, you know, ride the experience wave for a while with the guitar. I used to normally just like write to beats or what producers sent me or whatever. But this allows me to write kind of like my own songs, at least get the key signatures and stuff like that, and work out some rhythms and stuff that I like and some ideas that I would get, and then be able to say, hey, I have the song, now you just need to do the production around it, which is way better, I think, for me anyway. But anyway, guys, have a great week, and stay amazing. And I will post all these lyrics that we just did today in the IG Live. I posted this live as an IG Live, so you guys can go back to it, or an IGTV, sorry. So you guys can go back to it and visit it if you guys want to think about some lyrics for next week. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your night and a great rest of the week. Bye.